Hi, I'm Dr. Brad with Hope Clinic. We are a clinic that we help people find healthcare options. So we're going to talk today a little bit about our immune system and inflammation. Okay, we're all concerned about our immune systems right now, how well they're functioning. And one thing we know very clearly, especially with COVID-19 or any SARS type virus, is that it's our natural killer cell ability in our immune system that takes care of that. How do we support our natural killer cell activity? Through bringing inflammation down in the body. So we can actually build our our bank of immunity that way by increasing our natural killer cell ability. And so by decreasing inflammation, that's how we can do that. So what are the 4 top causes of inflammation? Number 1, we've talked about a lot here at Hope Clinic, is dehydration. So you can check out maybe some of our other blogs that way. And the next one is emotional stress. Number 3 would be inactivity. The last one is a processed food diet. That's what we're going to talk about now. Processed food diet, what we're talking about simply is foods that aren't what we call real foods. So they've been processed, they've been broken down, additives put into them. So the main ones that we're thinking of, the main foods that actually cause inflammation in the body is obviously sugar. Broken down simple sugars are the main ones. So table sugar, foods that have a high sugar content, or candies, things like that. The next thing we could think of is gluten, wheat, grains. They have what we call gluten and gliadins in them. The glutens and gliadins, we know they cause inflammation in everybody, just like sugars. It's just they affect some people more than others. So that's where one person might feel it more than another. The last thing we're going to talk about right now, anyway, is dairy. What we call cow's milk, ice cream, things like that. Goat's milk's different, that's another thing, but cow's milk, any kind of dairy products, we know that causes what we call phlegm in the body, which dehydrates the body and causes inflammation. So those would be the top things we're considering when we talk about, what can you do right now to bring inflammation under control in your body or help your immune system from that angle. Those are 3 things to be thoughtful of. I don't recommend completely changing your diet overnight. You can cause problems like that. I'm a big fan of moderation, small little changes. Eat a bowl of ice cream every day. Well, maybe what we do is that's the first thing to reduce, maybe even just reduce your portion a bit. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. So I'm not a huge fan of people going completely gluten-free, completely dairy-free, and completely sugar-free right now. That can be kind of stressful for your system and even emotionally, because we've been talking about emotions a lot too. We mentioned in the one blog, like the idea of making cookies at home. The smell of the cookies throughout the house can be super helpful for us emotionally. The sugar of the cookies could be reducing our immune system or causing more inflammation in our body a bit. Well, which is which? Well, the idea is just trying to find balance. What works for you? Is it helpful? And how many are you going to eat? If you do eat some, that's what it comes down to. It's about moderation and finding what works for you. So I'm Dr. Brad with Hope Clinic. We help people find options in healthcare that fit.